Alright, you valueless puddles of human discharge. Make sure you tell me if it's audible, if things are good. Gonna just get in so you can hear some music. Make sure you can hear me over the music and still hear the music under me. This is the Streets of Rage remake by Bomber Games, which is the fan-made one that Sega yelled at them about, and they had to stop, and then they didn't. And that's really good, because in the end we got like a particularly good fucking Streets of Rage game out of it. Alright, good, we're audible. Alright, because there's delay, so, you know, I'm constantly having to fucking go back and forward on this. Yeah, don't worry, my head moves in a moment. Why am I saying that? Alright, so we're gonna be Max, because Max is the grappler, and that's obviously the best thing. So, this game was completely rebuilt from the ground up, and they added all these, like, had all the characters happening at once, and, you know, they gave everybody, sort of universal moveset and stuff like that. And yeah, they added fucking, you know, art and shit. They put a lot of effort into it. And in some ways, I definitely think this is actually better than Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, well, the idea is my face cam is supposed to be my head, where the, like, little character's head is gonna go when it starts. So, like, it's not just this all the time. Like, you're not just gonna get big fucking head. You know, it's not some weird Easter Island thing. Although now I am tempted to do that to you. The idea is, see, when I go back. Alright, yeah. Now, that's the other thing. So, yeah, you can select your route. There's loads of stages and loads of enemies in this. So, basically, they've got everything across the entire gamut of Streets of Rage. I'm just going to pick the fucking default one that you start out with. Oh, yeah, some of the, like, some of those faces are official. Like that one is his official face. Fucking just run him down, son. So, okay. Get used to that. Oria, Oria, Oria. You're gonna hear that a lot. So, you know, there's a lot of little tweaks in here. You won't sort of notice them all straight away. I mean, the graphics are all generally improved. One thing I hate about Max is his front-facing jumping attack is just throwing them onto the ground, which is fucking lame. Like, that is just really... come back here. Fucking... Alright. So, they have the, you know, the lariat-style clear move. If you see the little meter up there above time, that means I can use it without using my energy. And they have a directional one that you can use. And they gave Max the sit-down powerbomb because he's a wrestler character. And that does massive damage. It's so fucking good. Every character has a dash attack, you know, jumping down attack that doesn't knock your opponent over, so you can land and grab them, and a jump knockdown like the drop kick. See? I just, fuck, I hate, look at that. Just bonk. That's the most Sega Mega Drive thing ever. Like, it could have been a DDT. They could have just rotated the fucking sprites 90 degrees, and, you know, we would have had something. But they just, yeah. There's also like a down dash and an up dash, like a little roll. When you beat bosses and do things, you get like a star, and that changes your slide attack, your dash attack, into better attacks. And holy shit, Max's best attack is absolutely broken. He does like a shoulder tackle and then a diving spear, and it does huge damage. It hits everything. You know, it's so good. Yeah, there's blood. You can actually cut people in half if you get them with the sword. Yeah, there's this little addition to the stage where, like, there's a guy trying to shoot you. Just adds a little bit. So in the Streets of Rage 2, characters, if they grabbed the front of somebody, could, by pushing jump over behind them, so you could reposition yourself and do other stuff. In this, obviously, because Max is the wrestler character, he can't do that. He can just do the shitty jumping throw. But if you get behind him and get a back grapple with Max, fuck. Ugh. The weapons in this are really good, too. Max's grapples do so much damage. So the best... Come fucking... no, it's knife. God damn it. I got distracted by knife Galcia. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, there it is, look. you do the atomic drop, which is one of the silliest moves in wrestling. Like, it's where you leap into the air and hold on to somebody, and then you drop their bottom onto your knee. And it's... If you want to see some fun shit, just Google Rick Rude being atomic dropped. It's just the best shit. There's, you know, characters have running attacks, weapons, and the weapons have broke animations and stuff. It's... Yeah, I forgot to tag Twitter. I don't do this. This is not my job, man. I already recorded a Simpsons audio today, you know, I've had a lot on my mind. People who've been playing it may recognize this bit from the Streets of Rage 4 game, where you can find some of the secret old stages and fight, like, Jack the Knife Pervert. Come fucking... Huzzah! I want to do some stuff. No, it's my temporary job. I'm just doing this until things pick up, Aaron. I'm not physically crippled enough to stream regularly, you know? I don't want to punch down. I don't want to take that resource away from the unbelievably physically crippled community. I really like the energy. Atomic drop. Lately, I've been calling it Big Billy's Bottom Buster, which makes me laugh more than I have any right to. Knife pervert Jay White. Yeah. I don't think anybody's ever convincingly licked a knife. I just don't think there's a way to do it without just looking like an idiot. I'll fuck you, Donovans. I fucking hate Donovans. They look like someone tried to make a cross between Vin Diesel and The Rock and failed at both. I think this game has that Streets of Rage 4 doesn't, and I think that it's an absolute detriment to Streets of Rage 4. I'm really surprised I didn't do it. Alternate routes. They really... Because, like, the thing about brawlers is, fundamentally, they're incredibly repetitive. So you've got to really work against the grain to make them not just get boring fast. Character variety. Come back here. Your bottom shall be busted. Just why atomic drop, you know? Like, why was it named that? Yeah. R signal. Well, shit the bed. Welcome to Australian Internet. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're back. I'm thinking we're back. I think. Alright, looks like it. Fuck-a-doodle-doo. Okay. Let's see if this'll hold. No, fuck you, Barbon. Also, that's another thing where fuck you, Barbon. Whatever it is. Streets of Rage 4 really sucks is its bosses, even by brawler standards, are bad. Stay away. No, stay away. gonna run away. Ah, the Skull Crusher. Yeah, like, Max's neutral attack for the head does just criminal amounts of damage. Yeah, I didn't know OBS had a wipe function. I've been here using fades like a dickhead. Whoever uses fades sucks. Wipes, baby. Alright, yeah, I don't think YouTube needs to tell me that I'm, you know, gotta abide by the guidelines when I'm the fucking person doing the broadcast. Because now it just feels like this thing's broken again. Yep. Plot, man. Like, they put some effort in. This is one thing, like, people talk a lot about, like, you know, best fucking brawlers and stuff. Oh, fuck. I clicked away. Come back here. No, stop that. The Galcia Buster. Whoop. In most brawlers, like, a good run is absolutely vital. Like, yeah, okay, so I got the fucking flying tackle. So I'm still working? Good. Oh, fuck. Bomb! Alright, so now that I've got 2 stars, because I beat that bottom buster, because I beat that stage pretty well. I'd say to a degree. Like, if I'd worked in more, like, regional pubs, probably. But, like, I worked in bars and clubs, which is a slightly different thing. So instead of the dumb slide, I have the spear. And I can, because that's off a double tap, it's really, really, really fucking good. Like, fucking... it's like, it just does so much damage. Ow, you ballsack. Like, I kind of wish the pipe had its own death animations and stuff, like, if it could, like, crush heads and things. Huzzah! Ow! Tempest. Come here, Tempest. I just want to... Yeah. No. I learned fairly early on, like when I was about, like, 6 or some shit, that, like, that sliding stuff you see in video games, that does not work much in real life. Like, you need assistance. You can't just do Balrog's sliding punch, which is really annoying, because when you're a kid and you're trying special moves, you know, a lot of it's just off the fucking plate from go. Like, you know, you gotta practice for Hadoukens, and, like, I don't really want to do that. Is the face cam still in the top left corner? Yep, it is. Good. The one time that it was pulled off well was by The Rock, which doesn't surprise me at all, actually, because he's a fascinating miracle of a human being. Who doing a rock bottom... No, fuck off. Yes! Doing a rock bottom to, I think, the British Bulldog in jeans, of all things. No, fog. Yeah. Like, if you've got, like, socks on hardwood, it's viable, but you can't, you know, you can't just do some shit, which... Oh, look, fuck off, Ryu Kazoo. There's just a lot of creativity went into this. You know, like, every... just stuff like that. Like, what happens? Oh, the trucker's upset with you, you know? I mean, I will say, the fucking... The goddamn gore just breaks the game. I don't have to think. Oh, now I got the Giga one. Yeah, so... Yeah, now, see, look, the trucker who was upset because I fucked his day up, he came after me with a pipe. This game has complex lore. The series, I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a favorite series. A game that I think doesn't get brought up enough And by that, I mean, like, really at all. Like, you know, it's nice to hear people talking about Streets of Rage and stuff, but, like, it was really only the second one that was that good. Streets of Rage 1 was a very bare-bones title. Streets of Rage 2 was good, polished an awful lot. Streets of Rage 3 had a shitty character selection. It's like, why would you get rid of your grappler and replace it with Electric Grandpa? That was so annoying. And, you know, again, they're operating on Mega Drive hardware, so it's not like they had an awful lot. Like, without a doubt, the best... I mean, there's probably a few of the more late 90s ones, but of the Brawler era, like that late 80s, early 90s period, I mean, nothing touches fucking Alien vs. Predator. It's just... nothing can. You know, it is... Alien vs. Predator is a staggering fucking accomplishment of a goddamn game. Look at that, look at that. It's like powerbomb damage, but all I have to do is like double tap and then hit a punch. Huzzah. And there's a lot that Alien vs. Predator does that I don't see copied by enough modern games. Like the way they created variation within the characters is amazing. Like, granted, the two Predators are pretty similar, but aside from that, you've got three, you know, if you count the two Predators as one character, you have three incredibly different characters with very different moves and very different ways of approaching themselves. And, you know, something I think Streets of Rage 4 did okay was really give you a sense that characters were meant to be used differently. You know, some of that's with the specials, but I mean, really, like, for a brawler, you absolutely want to make the characters play as differently as you possibly can. Because again, a brawler is the same thing over and over and over again. So you've got to, you know, work out how you're going to make that better. Look, fuck off, Mist. But yeah, like really, I mean... Because the discussions come up. I mean, Capcom was probably close to the king of them, really. SNK had great shooters and great fighters, but their brawlers just weren't the same quality. Like, I mean, again, apart from Alien vs. Predator, Battle Circuit is one that doesn't really see much work. Really, aside from that, you know, it's really a few Beats of Rage games. So the Night Slashers, if you want to play a really good version of Night Slashers, because the original's kind of dry, Night Slashers X is kind of like a Redux. It's fucking amazing. It is so violent. Like, they made it so over-the-top violent. Mad Fox, do you want a single fighter to make you miserable, or do you want to make you miserable? I mean, honestly, at the moment, like, it's a fun game, but, like, everything about... I mean, look, if you just want to be miserable, we'll play one of the Smash Brothers games. He thought he could get away from me. Yeah, it is a bit like that Sierra Lucas, actually. Like, Ugh! Come back here. We'll see, yeah, that... you know, Lancastrian is kind of the core issue with brawlers. They were, you know, an arcade game and were really built to suck money out of you. Like, you know, things like Final Fight are shitloads of fun when you're like, you know, maybe got $1 or $2 to play and you're desperately trying not to die. When you have infinite credits, again, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Just hit. Working out how to make that challenging in a way that still also engages the fun of brawlers, which is feeling like a Big Daddy punch machine, is challenging. And really, again, there's not a lot you can do in terms of design. Really, I think one of the bigger changes, and again, another one that really just wasn't copied, was Alien vs. Predator's use of guns. So every character had a projectile weapon. That was kind of interesting. But really, again, you just want variety. So everything needs to, you know, you need to have as many different things as possible. And what that does then is create interesting ways of moving through the space and accomplishing the repetitive task. So, you know, the grappler is a great, you know, a mainstay of brawlers for a reason, because he needs to get close to do damage, and he's slow. So now I have to, you know, think strategically and in a way different than I may if I'm playing the fast character who can scoot around and jump about and do a lot of damage that way. God Hand, yeah, I was going to bring God Hand up, actually. God Hand's not bad. Like, it's got some weird design quirks of its era, like the way you apply moves and stuff. That got really annoying. I don't know. I don't remember Tekken 6's Brawler. I might have played that. I remember playing 1 and hating it. I couldn't tell you if that was Tekken 4-6, though. Generally, when a fighting game tries to have a Brawler mode, it's a bit like when a Brawler has, like, the Versus mode in it, and it's just like, this isn't really fun. Yeah, that's... that's me in the upper corner. I'm Max. Beefy boy. You know. Die Hard Arcade. Oh, fuck you. Kunai. Yeah. Well, I mean, Die Hard Arcade at least did the interesting thing with the gun of giving you a unique back grapple where you could actually arrest people. That I liked. I mean, it was more of a novelty, and ammo was rare, but I think if you balance it like the way Die Hard Arcade did, then you'll wind up with something that's fun. Like, guns in games like this should be a treat that you can get, but you should come up with, you know, ways in the universe to, you know, not use them. Like, Punisher is another really excellent brawler, and in a lot of ways a precursor to Alien vs. Predator. But, like, the gunplay in it was weird, because the Punisher would just sometimes pull a gun out, and there was not really any kind of in-game reason given. You know, it's not like, he's the Punisher. If anyone should have guns out all the fucking time, it's the Punisher. Alright, tip. Those eggs explode, and that explode can hurt you, so, you know. Yeah, check it out. You can cut cunts in half with a sword. Fucking love it. The running katana slash is great. Does 2 bits. Violence is great if you want to add something like that. It's cheap, don't get me wrong. It's not, like, clever. But, you know, I love it. And look, fact is, lots of people do. So if you want to make a brawler and have some fun, like... And again, it's one of those things, you know, that can zest up or just add a little bit of, like, light variety. Is if every weapon has a distinct kill, like if swords cut them in half and, like, a pipe crushes their head in and stuff, I'll be thinking along those lines. So while it's not exactly what, you know, what you'd call brilliant fucking game design, you know, variety, it's enough. Chicken! Oh yeah, the running... So I've got 3 stars. The running attack I don't just keep. Like, if I get killed, I lose 1 star and it goes away. But yeah, holy shit, I am going to be using that fucking running attack a lot. Because I'm basically invincible and it's good. Alright. I don't even know what this guy's called. Oriental Belts? What is that? I'm playing in windowed mode so I can click around. Yeah, pixel violence is something I really, really, really love. It's just so much goofy fun. Oh, fucking... Sometimes he just... No, oh, fuck you! I was doing my goddamn... Yeah, let's go in the hole. What's in the hole, kids? Oh, of course. Oh, fuck off. Alright, so I've lost a little bit of my cool dash attack because I got killed. But I still have, I don't, it's no longer a shoulder barge and a tackle, it's just a tackle. But that's still pretty good. Ow, fucking storm. Honestly, getting jack of that shit. I told you about riding in the house. Ah, fuck you. Sega Master System power. Now you're playing with Todd Howard. Fuck off, you weird little guys. Oh god, the nightmare again. I'm trapped in the background area of a theme park being harassed by carrot tops. That'd be a good horror, really. I mean, imagine if just like... It was something that got brought up in that... oh, fuck off. Something that got brought up in that Tom Cruise movie, Oblivion, I think it was. Or, you know, it was the one where humanity had ended and it turned out Tom Cruise was like working for the aliens, but even he didn't know. And there's like this thing where... Because he was like an Earth astronaut or some shit. And basically the aliens captured him and cloned him a bunch of times. And then unleashed just a clone army of Tom Cruises on the Earth. And as much as that movie wasn't very good, that's I fucking love that as an idea. I really want some kind of... Come here. Don't tackle me or my son ever again. It does look like I found the dad, Carrot Top. Oh, the bottom buster! Now you're alone. I've killed all your children. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Comic Zone was flawed at a fundamental level. Well, Baron, the tackle... Like, the game gets hard. I think I'm taking some of the easier paths. I want a Master System controller that's, like, Bluetooth. No one makes one. Feeling like I've got to, like, fucking make myself. Scientology. Yeah, well, it's what... It didn't give me the idea for it, but it certainly cemented the idea of just, like, an Ava series of Tom Cruises being dumped out of a plane. And, like, they're all just Tom Cruise. Like, him and his, like, weird street clothes where he thinks he's going to have to do an action sequence at any second. And, like, nothing's different about him except he has no eyes. Like... No eyelids or anything, there's just that weird, like, there's just skin where the eyes go. Yeah, so you can find the newsie. But, like, you know, it's a sometimes treat. Although there are cheats later on that you can get where you just, like, you make them fucking infinite. Oh. I thought that was going to break if I suplexed someone on it, not, like, if I walked on it. That was bullshit. Yeah, it's only Brazilians, Australians, and black people that had Master System. So, like, nobody fucking cares. Like, maybe a few Brits as well. Fuck, I hate Scientology. I hate it so much because, not just because it's a dumb cult and it's kind of pathetic to get involved in those in this day and age, but it's a cult by a bad author. Like, that's the thing that really fucking honks my tits. Like, he wasn't even creative. He was just, like, Hubbard was just prolific. That was it. Come here, no. Every time I see one of these guys, I just... Look what I've got. What? A knife! Little kid running through the backyard. I fucking love that video. That's just... That's such a familiar thing. Yeah, like, the Master System did all... Master System 2, particularly, I think, did a bit better. Mega Drive, actually, was reasonable competition there for a bit. And then Sega went insane. Ah, dunked them. Oh, yeah, that's right. When they're scooting, they're just an active fucking box. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, like, Lovecraft, I mean, anything, really. Dune is the one that I always come back to. It's like, if you're gonna steal anything, you know, why not Dune? But, you know. There's something about the shittiness of a lot of these things that just kind of make people get like deeper involved in them. Let's say it gives them something to argue about. And that's really mostly what they want. Ugh, get fucked. Yeah, they still call British people pommies sometimes. But yeah, just like imagine a bunch of Tom Cruises just spilling out. And he has no eyes, but he smiles. And each one of the Tom Cruises is saying, like, just repeating a different sort of motivational speech that he's had. You know, like just where he talks about, like, love or, like, energy or filmmaking or, you know, any of that, you know, any of the retarded bullshit that he puts in between his dithering on about his hideous cult. I mean, again, that's if you want to fucking join a goddamn cult. My advice is don't. Oh. The second he starts running, his whole body's a hurt box. Look, Drathius, these are the streets of rage, alright? This isn't like a fucking tea house with your fucking, you know, Westminster dog show. Fuck off. I'm tired of Galcias. God damn it. Renegade. I think they've, like, reskinned the various P signals from other games. I don't know, I'm not running anything. I'm just... I really want to do that. Someone needs to tell me where I can get a bunch of Tom Cruise stand-ins. Yeah, so like probably the best, you know, if you don't have the running tackle, which is cheating. Fat guys! Bongo! I absolutely love naming conventions for fat characters in brawlers. Always, always great. B-O-N-G-O and Bongo was his name. There was a fat guy, breathed some fire, and Bongo was his name. B-O-N-G-O, 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 and Bongo was his... I'm gonna kill this Bongo. He's close to death. Oh, god damn it, I pushed the wrong button. I'm a dumbass. Oh, that was a good run. Power bomb! How do you like that, Bongo? I killed your brother. That's... I'm pretty sure the others can throw fatties. You might be right, I don't know. I tend to only play Max in this because I just love doing the sit-down powerbomb. Guess what, Bongo? No. The fuck you think you're doing? Sit down. Actually, because someone did that too. Someone put a bunch of the old wrestling game characters into whatever it's called. Double Dragon. Look, it's Electric Grandpa. Oh boy. Fuck yeah, Electric Grandpa. Who doesn't want to use an Electric Grandpa? Alright. Left or right? Buttholes? No, I don't teach professionally. I still keep up with the reading, though. That's important. Never let the school go rusty. Right, alright. MTPK got in there first. Ah, fuck you. Give me a knife. So, yeah. With Max, if you get him, like, if you grab him, like, the downside to this is, like, people will interrupt you. You grab him, or you get, like, you know, a few strikes, grab him, 2 knees, and then you do like your Skull Crusher, and it just does mountains of damage. Fuck off, Butterchubs. It's canon. Fat people can breathe fire. I love that his name's Heart. Why is his name Heart? Oh, Mr. Heart! Don't laugh at me. I'm gonna kill you. We need a range of clean burning fat people. Take that. Yeah, no, someone did an edit of Double Dragon that had the Tato wrestling characters in it. I downloaded that. I know I got it somewhere, but I really want to have a look at it. But yes, I think Scott Steiner in lieu of Max would be a lot of fun. No, well, like, I did the uni stuff, but you need to do, like, prac. And at the time, I wasn't sleeping. It's a bit better. It's mostly reliable now. No, I'm not getting Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. I'm gonna get it on the PC. It's the same as, like, what's that thing that fucking, what's his name, did? The one where you're a delivery man, but that's somehow a new genre, because Hideo Kojima's an idiot. I've been calling him Hadouken Corn Vagina for so long, I actually forget his name. You see why I love using Max in the remake. Like, this isn't cheating either. This is just in the game. You know, it's not like I've got some fucking bullshit on, like... Ow. Fuck you, Wayne. Again, it's just that thing of like, you know what my penis is? Okay. It's an alright penis. It's not bad. You know, some nights it's pretty good. But if I jump up and down and go on about how my penis is the best penis that you've ever fucking seen, it is in no way going to live up to that. It's ridiculous. So, that's fucking Kojima's problem. Ah, cut him in half. You know, problem at the moment is, rather than just go, I've got a game that I'm proud of, I hope you enjoy it, and that would, you know, feel good coming from him, it'd be like, yeah, I want to enjoy your game, Mr. Kojima, that sounds nice. He has to say it's a new genre. It's not a new genre, that's an insane fucking statement. You know, and I just don't want him to fall down that fucking pit that so many of them do, where they forget that they're not just a pile of fucking buttholes. Read us the fetus. I mean, like, I can't speak to the narrative or anything. Maybe it's good. For various reasons, I don't believe it's going to be that good. I mean, but that's... You know, that's my training coming into play. Whee! Uh-oh. Ow! I dived on it for you. I dived on it. I love you, Jimmy. No, stop it. This is fucking cheating. No. Can I kill you? That's bullshit. God, I love cutting him in half. Bottom buster! Look. 3, 4. Ah, shit! I really wish I hadn't lost that life. Our bear sucks. The bomb! See, this is the problem. Bear's got like the jab, jab, straight combo. So if you get close, no. God damn it. He does look a bit like Bald Ball, but like, I don't know, I think he's from the... Oh, fuck off. He's like kind of a combination between Bald Ball. He looks a bit like one of the characters, yeah, Super Punch-Out, not just Punch-Out. I can still sit down powerbomb him though. It's so hard to get on him to get like an attack. Just that happens. How do you like me now? He reminds me a bit of those strongmen from the early seasons of Family Guy. Alright. Give me my star back so I can do my stupid cheating tackle more often, you bastards. A Trushan. A Rurkish. What? I want my proper tackly boy back. Bottom buster. Right in the bottom. Yeah, it would have been the Ottoman Empire back then, wouldn't it? I mean, they were still Turks, though. I'm pretty sure it was Turkey. I suppose the national boundary would have been a bit different. Weren't they arguing with the Greeks at that point? I suppose they're still arguing with the Greeks. Ow! This is what happens. You get to talking about fucking, you know, the changing national boundaries of World War I, and then fucking Muay Thai gets you. Fuck off! No, you dicks. Ugh! Lost my fucking cheaty tackle and now I have to think. Oh, God, that is... I just can't get up in time. Or land in time, apparently. You fucking wank pheasant. Give me a sec. Ow! X button on this fucking controller sticks like crazy. That was why it became my downstairs controller. And then I was like, shit, I gotta do this. And I didn't want to have to fucking, like, tell my regular controller to hook up to this computer. Because that'd just be a debacle. Look at it. It's the big meaty damage. Who one of you wants their bottom busted? Damn it. Yes! Bottom. Keep rolling. If you can get on, like, the nice thing about the attacks... No, fuck off. The nice thing about the attacks in this is they have loads more hits in them. Like, so if you can kind of position yourself onto a character's model well, you get like 3 or 4 hits out of stuff that might normally have done 1 back in the old game. B signal. I do love that fucking Bobo's Quest game is so fucking good. Love the shit out of Bobo's Quest. Get him. Get him. He's coming at me. He's fatting right at me. Music in this game is great. I don't want to. Ah, fuck you. No. Eee. Oh, no, like... If I drop kick a cunt off of his motorcycle, I shouldn't... Oh. This is just not my day. Someone's cruising for a bottom bruising. I'll just chuck her at the ground instead. It's fine if they're dominatrixes who are trying to hit you with an electric whip. Like, that's when it's okay to, like, wallop a woman in the face. You don't just, you don't just go out and just do that. Oh, fucking, god damn it. Fuck off, stealth. Ugh. Come in, not Blanca. Saltha. Ah, bombus. The safety word shouldn't have been something as complex as persnickety. I do love low art, because you can just steal shit and no one yells at you. You know? Like, if you want your guy to just be Blanca, you can just be Blanca. Big Billy's bottom buster. I don't think it has that degree of progression. Like, there is progression. But, I mean, what this has is a far better... Oh, fuck you, Saltha. A far better actual brawling engine. German suplex. Fuck yeah. Eat shit. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not handing in projects. Every now and then I have a dream, and it's just like you wake up and you're like, ooh. Domestic violence everywhere has increased with the start of quarantine, which is really, really fucking depressing, and I don't want to think about it. Like, there's nothing I can do about it, you know. Unless I forgot to, like, you know, maybe it was my turn to tell the men not to punch fucking women in the face this week, and I'm just fucking spaced out. My bad. My oopsie. I love any game where a fat guy can just appear. You laugh at me. Bottom buster. That guy's name was Buffet, too. That's just... Why don't we name the fat character? Boomba! Buffet! Bottom buster! It's all domestic violence. That's a bummer, man. I don't want to think about this. Buffet. Stop throwing grenades at me, you fucking ringhole. There you are. I'll whack you with me fucking angry pole. No. Oh, fuck off. Oh, the skull crack. Alright, so that's the problem with the skull cracker. It does objectively some of the most damage in this whole fucking game. But, you know, you're standing still for ages and people just hit you. Oh, fuck. German suplex. I don't want to. How did I atomic drop a tiny? Ow! I just broke a robot's bottom. I hate these fucking things. Like, there's some shit in Brawlers that I think needs to just fucking die. Like, Streets of Rage 4 does it a little bit. Like, there's one area where there's people just above you throwing grenades. And on the higher difficulty levels, like up around fucking, hard and mania and shit, that's really annoying. It's not like, oh, this is challenging. You just got characters throwing grenades at me. That's fucking annoying. I don't know. I think this is more of a RoboCop Ed 209 facility. Like, it's... Wow, I actually grabbed one of the guys. Hello, I'm Donovan. I love how sad and small Australia's groups of subhuman conspiracy retards is. It's so good. Get fucked. Get absolutely chopped. Oh, look. Why are all you guys named after birds? Bottom Buster! You thought, Ibis. Bomba! The bottom buster of bombers. What's that? There's just a lot going on up here. This is very, very, very fucking... Oh, the beef. While we're here, while I've got you here, I'm just gonna squeeze your head until you stop moving. Nah, it's Sky News these days, Terminus. Atomic. Oh god, it's the boss time. Oh god. What's this about? I want to bust robot bottom. Ow! Ah! He's done it. It's one small step for man. One giant knee in the robot taint. Oh, fuck off. I played a lot of Virtua Fighter 3 on the Dreamcast. I've got them all on my machine. I've been fiddling with Demel trying to get Virtua Fighter 4 to emulate well. The bomb. Ow. Sick of getting fucking boomy knocked. What, you think I can't squeeze your tits just because you're a robot? You fool. Oh. Oh. He's got these little fucking defenses that he can just pull out whenever I get near him to pick him up and fuck him up. And it's like, I just, I'll... God damn it. Great, now I lost a fucking star again. Alright, we're done. Bomb. Like, David Icke's just an idiot. That's the thing. They're not even fucking good at this. It's just depressing. It's just like, look, I'm a loser who wakes up and has to, like, think about doing laundry and shit. And I don't have any great life goals or anything like that. Like, there's nothing sort of going. It's just, I can cope with that. There's a fucking category of dingbat that just can't. And rather than wake up and go, oh, fuck, did I, finish all my yogurt last night? They wake up and have to live in a Doctor Who episode. Because otherwise they just kill themselves. Like, that's the thing. They just fucking kill themselves. And while I'm not an advocate of suicide as a means of treating depression, it may be a necessary treatment for absolute irredeemable fuckknuckle. Fucking fuck off, Galcia. Oh, the Josephs now. You get away from me. No. Why was I programmed to feel titty pain? Titty pain's some of the most sensitive. Fuck off. Fuck it. I'm using a pole. I've had enough of this. How do you like that? PC version of Virtua Fighter 2 wasn't bad. A bad Doctor Who episode. Warriors of the Deep. I fucking... You love getting the big hit. Tactical fat guys. I love the fucking Metal Slug when you get fat and just goes, oh, big. That's my favorite fucking thing. It's so hilarious. Go away. Like, in Streets of Rage 4, the fight against Barbon is probably one of the worst. It is so fucking boring. Like, it's like the religion thing, if you need this, I'll do it for you. Like, if you need a religion, I can do a religion. I can do a religion that'll make you feel good, and it won't molest your kids. How many of my competitors could make that claim, eh? The showrunner's not good. He did a few okay episodes of the series as standalones, but he doesn't know how to do a decent arc. And I mean, the same problems that have been plaguing the show forever, basically. They just don't get resolved, and it annoys the shit out of me, because with a little bit, like, with just a modicum of effort, it'd be a fantastic show. But as it is, it's just like, most of the time, like 80% of the time when you're watching Doctor Who, it's just an alright fucking, fuck off. Nail. Huzzah! I swear to God. Yeah, eat shit and nail. Fucking butt plug. Why does this elevator even stop? I just want to go straight to the goddamn top. Phoenix. Uh-oh. Oh God, the Ultimate Warrior's back. He's alive. He's alive. God damn it. How do you like that? Ah. Oh, motherfucker! Broke out of my goddamn grapple. Yeah, I think I watched most of the first series of Altered Carbon. I think one of my big issues that I have with a lot of these shows at the moment is just like, kind of either dumb, pointless, or stupid interpersonal conflict. Queering don't make the world work. Fucking. The rehabilitation of the Ultimate Warrior, I swear to fucking God. Shiva, here he is. You may be familiar with him from 4. Diarrhea! Oh, Hogan was a fucking, brilliant technical wrestler compared to fucking Warrior. Warrior could barely do shit. Bottom buster! So Shiva has like ways of getting out of grapples that hurt and has anti-airs and stuff, so you gotta be kind of like... Still though. Ow. Well, I don't think this is fair. How do you like that, Mr. X? If that is your real name. Ugh. This is not a fun area for old Maxi, because he's very slow. So you're going to get hit by a lot of these bullets. And then trying to get close to him to get like the fucking, you know, a suplex in or something. That was unfortunate. Yeah, like, I don't mind if bosses have bullshit. Oh! La Grande Bomba! Ow. Get fucked. Get absolutely hot, sweaty fucked. Oh, where you going, Donovan? Huh? Where you going? Did I just mellow your yellow? Huh? That what I did? You butthole. Mellow your yellow. I'm prouder of that than I should be. It's not fair. And now we get ending. Yeah, well, I mean, this isn't... I mean, it's a remake, but it uses a lot of the original assets and stuff like that and kind of keeps the original plot in place. Yeah, he could afford a machine gun. You can actually, like, one thing that makes this game really stand out compared to a lot of other ones is you unlock stuff. Like, in terms of, like, a fan-made thing, this is really, really up there. Like, I mean, there are other things that sort of, you know, sort of match the game a bit better. Like, another Metroid 2 remake was really good, but it also kind of stuck fairly closely to Metroid 2. But this adds a lot. You know, different paths, different, you know, sort of some extra characters, different weapons, different ways of using them, and then it gives you unlockables. So after you beat the game, you unlock the store, and then you can purchase new characters, you can purchase cheats, like the guns you pick up might have infinite ammo and stuff like that. The xylophone of victory. So many, like, this is very Sega-y. I mean, naturally, but, like, this kind of light, like, almost, like, sort of shades of new wave Calypso. Very, very frequent back in the day. Yeah, so... I think that's it. There's no little coda. Yeah. So now we get like store points, and you know you can get shit. And then here's like it takes little photos of you beating the boss and stuff like that. Now this is presentation. That was the old thing that used to be in you know the game magazines was like how is your game presented. Like I think Mr. X is dead. I mean, I suppose we beat him to death. Da, 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 da. So now, when we go in, we go to the shop. You get some extra characters. Some odds and ends like, you know, unlocking characters, boss rush, palette edits, cheats, players uncensored blaze. I'm assuming you can see her panties. Weapons between stages, Dead enemy bodies never disappear. I like having that one on. Enemies explode when killed, you think is good, but it's just the regular explosion, so it's not as fun as you think. Okay, what have I got? 7,000. Alright, so I can't afford the 9,000 ones. You know who I'm going to unlock? Oh, yeah. Alright. So Ash was in the Japanese version, and I want you to see if you can figure out why he didn't make his way to the west. So the story things are the same. Sadly, you don't get like special shit for. Oh yeah. Fucking run. The fucking grenade went off on me. The absolute best one was in. Well, I say best, like... I'm not even sure if it's really technically counts as homophobic exactly. Insensitive. The most insensitive one was in the Japanese version of Vendetta, where there was just like a leather daddy character called Fag, and... Pump the hips! Yeah, so Fag would hump you and go, ah! And when he wasn't doing that, he'd sometimes do that to, like, the lampposts, and the lamp would fall on him. And that was... I forgot about that. So, some characters call the police, and you get, like, the police thing. Some characters don't. You can't play as Ash in 4. 4 only lets you play as the original hero characters, even the retro ones. Ash was, again, made for this game, so, like... And is, you know... There's a few other, like, you can play as Shiva, the Electric Woman... another hidden boss who I never find. You have no power here. Yeah, it's that old thing about, like, you know, people will say, it's, you know, don't make all gays look like this. But then, you know, like, do you want to also deny the life experience and valid personality that is the big tall leather daddy? I mean, look at him. Kicking ass, taking names. I mean, running attacks in any knockdown running attack in a brawler is always going to be a bit broken. Like, that's just a reality. Got his own knife. Just a stab. I'ma stab you. Finally, a chance to play as young John Waters in a fighting game. That's what I've always wanted. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed he doesn't kick, actually. Like, because really, if anything, Ash should be using those legs to have, like, kind of a range attack. Alright. Someone's, like, not dead and they're not catching up. Ah, fuck it. But yeah, that's Streets of Rage Remake. It's really good. Get the 5.1. It also comes with, like, a crafting thing. What is it? There's a way to, like, play... Like, you can unlock all the earlier versions of them and shit like that. There's mods for it, a few other little things. But yeah, it's really, really, really... So this is Streets of Rage. So yeah, normally the Streets of Rage guys summon the police, which was the area clear in the first Streets of Rage game. It's his side attack, there's his... Up the jam. Every one of these songs sounds suspiciously similar. Oh yeah, so here's who they put in, like, 3 instead of, like, fucking the wrestler character. Yeah, ham upper. I love stuff like that, because it's different for, like, lots of people. Electric Grandpa! He's got little wheelies, can you see? Like, I don't even know what he's doing to him in that. Like, it just looks like he's smacking him. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. In this, his Electric Grandpa attacks are great. Because they multi-hit and they, you know, they knock back. They're really solid. That's my purse. Grandpa's got range. Just that. I love... Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that's the jump over thing that I was talking about. So yeah, if you can get with all the electricity, is really good. Scoot! He's good in this game. In Streets of Rage 3, he just sucked. It's just really disappointing. Oh yeah, then there's Skate, because they let a child in the game. Yeah, his back throw, where he just goes, bah, and just shakes him. And it's just, like, I understand that they're working with a Sega, but, like, come up with a better idea. That's not even an attack. I don't know what that is. Vintage Streets of Rage. So we'll have a little look at Skate. She's just an actual child. So his dash attack's another pretty good one, because anything that puts space between you and pain while also attacking and knocking down, like, you can just spam. Like, there's no reason to sort of not just be doing this all the time. And then there's the Wussy Whirlwind. And yeah, he breakdances because, I don't know, black kids in the fucking late 80s, I suppose. Although all of these games are actually based on a movie called Streets of Fire, which I actually do recommend. Oh, butterscotch. I love the sound that he makes when he does the fucking... Yeah, you're not allowed to shoot me. You're not a cop. You know, even Georgia prosecutes whites for hunting Negroes without a license. Eventually. Ow. That only happens in this part, if I remember correctly. And I'm kind of bummed by that, because that interaction where you get the cops to destroy, like, an obstruction is kind of novel, and I wish they'd sort of lent into it a bit to have it maybe open up other paths or something like that. I know some of the paths you got to get by bashing things and doing stuff. But that's a child. Yeah, there's extra modes. I mean, I don't have many of them unlocked at the moment. There's a maker. There's options, and I've been doing this for about an hour and a half now. So we are going to... I get to go back and, from my fucking work of playing video games, go back and play video games. Where's the settings for this fucking thing so I can unzoom it? I wanted it to look like it was, you know, kind of my head, like if I was in a fucking fighting game, sort of, you know, in the brawler thing. But it wound up just being a pile of extra trouble. Pew, whoop, pew, whoop, pew, whoop, pew, whoop, pew. If I do that for like an hour, I bet I'd get like the most views. That'd be a solid way of going about this. Alright, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Aaron. I gotta talk to him. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe he'll be stuck with me doing this again tomorrow night. And that should hopefully... I'd like to think the internet would stay on. Alright, anybody got any last desperate questions before I go and just now remember that I didn't go to the shops and so don't have dinner? Pig vomit. I wish we could fix the lag, you know? Because I ask a question and then like I gotta wait like 30 seconds. It's like the olden days, man. You know? Like a fucking tin can and the wire, or like, you know, someone on a fucking horse or a donkey. I liked a gin martini with a sliver of cucumber in it. I found like with those kind of like cocktails, like the clear ones, you really want to let the fucking ingredients come out. Like, because there's not much in a martini to begin with. So like, don't try to get weird or fancy with it. It's gin, vermouth, and then a bit. And honestly, you'll think like lemon or something, and it's until you have it, you won't understand it. Cucumber. Trust me, just cucumber. My cat's fine. She's around here. I don't know, fucking somewhere. It's a great thing about cats. It's like I don't know where my cat is, and that's fine. You know, if you don't know where your dog is, that's an issue that you have to solve. Like now you've got a problem. You're like, oh god, where's the dog? Where'd the dog go? Oh, fuck, it could be dead. It could be eating somebody else. Uh, you know, where's my cat? I don't know. And there's no guarantee she's not in here somewhere either. Like, fucking madness. Practice. My problem with sleep really came from the fact that I hadn't had real sleep for like 13 years. Preferred brand of shredded cheese, the cheap one. Fortunately, the Coles brand's not bad. So, although I tend to eat cheese by the gob, so yeah, cocktails are fun. Like honestly, they're a very classy way to get fucking slaughtered. And you know, some of them are just legitimately really good. Like, you know, I could sit and just eat big lumps of fucking protein by itself, or I could make a nice meal. Like, there is real legitimate value to cocktails. A Negroni is another one. I mean, I tend to like a lot of the weird herbaceous-y ones. The things that like you could kind of peddle as though they were medicine back in the day. You know, those were fun. Um, yeah, well, I can't show you my cat, but I can show you my other baby. So I got like the oversized Superion, like the knockoff, and he's been a lot of fun. So when you buy him, like the jets are actually facing the front, which is like not fucking canon sort of accurate. It's not G1 accurate, so I changed it. I also stuck the guns on his thighs, because one problem generally with all the Superions is they get kind of like skinny leg syndrome. But I mean, that's just what he is. He's just a beef house, uh, you know, and like he stands so proud. Him and his big fucking gun. You know, he's just a beef house. Like, that's just what he is. With skinny little legs. Strong ratchets. It's 50 centimeters big. Like, it's 50 centimeters. And like he's got like the sort of G1 fucking head, you know, and his ridiculous fucking gun. That's so fucking long. But yeah, so I've been stimulating various economies because the government keeps giving me money to do that. And so, I mean, this was actually pretty cheap. I got this for like, you know, only about $180. But I got like the upgraded version of that Devastator. And I got like the oversized, what's his name? The fucking Warbitron or something. Bruticus, that's it, yeah. So I got a Bruticus that's about the same size as this on its way. And that'll probably be me done for combiners. I might get like one other Autobot combiner just so I've got like 2 each. But then I want to get some of just a few of the Gen 1 figures. And then I'll finally be complete. I'll finally have that Transformer problem solved. You know? Yeah, Bruticus is good. Bruticus is great. Like, the thing is like, if you go online and look, there are loads more Decepticon combiners than there are Autobots. Like, I was trying to get an even fucking run, and that's not happening. You know, with the Autobots, you got Superion, Defensor, who I would like. I'd like a Defensor, actually. There's an oversized Defensor coming up. He's still only going to be like 35 centimeters tall, and I'm like, it's not really oversized then, because, you know, at the moment I'm going to have, like, basically a 50 centimeter fucking Bruticus and about a 48 centimeter Devastator. And, you know, but I mean, each of these individual figures is like really fucking good too. Like, it's, you know, it's one of the things, like, each of these jets, you know, they use the fucking, you know, hip and stuff. So you just get like, you know, when you got him there, it's like, fucking look at that, you know, just looks magnificent. And he's, you know, solid as a fucking rock. Big, heavy. I mean, one thing that, like, is starting to become a bit of a habit in the Transformers manufacturers, though, is, like, just selling them with extra bits that you click onto them in order to make them look better than they are. I don't like that. It's called parts forming, if anybody sort of pays much attention to it. And it's lame. So basically, like, there's a version of that, like a Superion from Zeta Toys, and instead of just clicking all the guys together to make a fucking Superion, he comes with just this big Superion, like, torso that you just stick a few of them in, and it's just really lame. It's kind of like, you know those, like, strap-on dicks you can put on over your own dick? It's like that. Now, it's okay to have those. It's okay to use those. But you don't get to put a strap-on dick over your dick and then go on about how big your dick is. Because that's not the fucking case. And the whole point of Transformers, to me, they're named after a fucking verb, okay? Transform. They are supposed to transform into the thing. If I just wanted a nice-looking fucking Superion figure that I never transformed, I'd get a model. The value of a Transformer is in it transforms into the thing. If you're giving me basically just pieces that I fucking stick them to like Lego to make them look good without actually putting the effort to fucking engineer a decent transformation, that's fucking shitty. And a lot of them are starting to do it. And that really annoys me. PCSX2 is in a really good spot at the moment, actually. The new one, if you upscale it a little bit, actually, sort of gets rid of the blur, because holy fuck. The fucking blur. Yeah, PCXS2 upgraded to 1.6.0 recently, like a proper fucking stable release. It's really solid. I was monkeying about. I almost forgot to do this because I was fucking outside monkeying with emulators again. I fucking updated my RetroArch installs from my big computer. I upgraded my big computer. I went from my fairly old at this point i5 6600K processor to an i7 9700K, the most recent actually. About the only thing I could get that would have been better would have been an i9-99, but you know, I'm not making my own fucking, you know, Pixar movies. Like, there's a point where the thing you're doing with it is like not, you know, playing a game. You're like fucking, oh look, I can render 40 fucking eyeballs or whatever the shit. I'm not doing that. Maybe I will make my own fucking Pixar movies. Maybe that's what I should be doing. I'll like fucking, yeah, look, there's balls. Stick some fucking eyes on it, you know. And then the great thing is, you just need to do like the easiest fucking narratives in the world. Just fucking a good meal well easily made. It's an easy meal well made. That's easy. That's done. And then I'll be rich. And then I'll have nothing but contempt for all of you. Although I have that now, so I'm off to a good start. Alright. I don't know if you need a Windows 95 emulator, Ricardo, at the moment. Go to a place called the Collection Chamber. Like, look that up. A guy builds little temp front ends that'll load things into a Windows 95 shell that just sort of exists as a bubble around the game. Those work really well, actually. I finally got Black Dahlia working with one of those, and they're pre-configured, so you don't have to do any extra shit. Like, you don't have to just fucking, have an emulated Windows. Because I thought about doing that, and then it was like, do you have a Windows 95 key? And I was like, no, I don't. It's 2011. Why the fuck would I have a Windows 95 key? You fucking maniacs. So yeah, go to Collection Chamber. That's a great place for old PC games. That's generally where I go these days. Otherwise, yeah, the emulation scene's a bit of a shit fight just after a lot of the really good places went away. Ah, well. Alright, that can be another discussion for another day. Collection Chamber. Barefoot Bergens. I feel sorry for Elon Musk's child. I hate Elon Musk. Like, he's a fucking idiot. He's not a fucking genius. Okay, what he did was he paid, like, family fucking emerald mine money to surround himself with geniuses who we never get to fucking meet. And then he looks smart. And people still think he's smart, even while he's otherwise doing the stupidest fucking shit. Like, I'm calling the kid Bung. Like, that's, it doesn't matter what someone names their fucking kid if nobody else is gonna fucking call him that. So I'm calling him Bung. As far as I'm concerned, that's the child's name. My piano lessons were cancelled because of the virus, so I put my piano away for a little while. It was actually alright there by the end of it, though. I was able to, I was able actually to fucking sight read and start to actually play new songs reasonably well. But fuck, it's hard doing 3 completely separate things at once. But yeah, I completed Gymnopody. I was happy with that. Yeah, Collection Chamber for old games. It's worthwhile. Alright. That's that. Yeah, his name's Bung Musk. Take that with you. Tell everybody. It's Bung Musk. Okay.